And that's all the products. Hi guys, welcome back to Lou's Beauty Closet. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Lou. I post weekly beauty videos. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed, ring that bell so you don't miss out on any videos. Without further ado, let's get into it. So if I sound a bit nasally, I am recovering from a cold. I'm pretty much almost recovered. Honestly, it was not a pretty sight. So if I sound a bit nasally, that's why. Now I'm coming back at you guys with an Empties video. Yes, Lou, we've not seen an Empties video for you in like a year. I know. I've been using up my products. So it's been about a year. I know I don't know if some people are still doing these or not, but I still like doing them. I like watching them. So I hope you guys like watching them. Also comment below if you do want to keep seeing these or if you're no longer interested in them. But let me know anyway. But I've got a bunch of stuff that I've used up that I need to get rid of. And I was like, enough hoarding. Let's get rid of this packaging. So let's jump into it, guys. A bath product. This is the Body Shop's Shea Butter Shower Creams. So this is two that I've used up. They're the 250ml sizes. I absolutely love these, guys. Love these products. I really enjoy the Body Shop shower creams, especially specifically this one, the shea butter. It's just so nice. It's actually, it's not a gel, it foams like a gel, but it's got that texture and consistency of a cream, and it doesn't leave your skin feeling dry. You actually feel quite nourished and hydrated. The smell was amazing. Will I repurchase? Yes, I've already got two on backup, on standby. They did buy one, get one free, I think it was, so I took them up. You guys know I love using things like the Lush body shower products and things, but they can be a bit expensive for shower gels, so these are actually quite inexpensive. In the trend of bath products, I've got another shower gel, but this time from Lush. It does look a bit janky, excuse this bit. It does look a bit funky, excuse its It does look a bit funky, excuse its appearance. So this is the shower gel called American Cream from Lush. You guys can probably see it was pink. It's really sticky. This one was nice, but I won't be buying it again. I do like the Lush shower gels, but just not this scent. This was a new scent. I just thought I'd try it out. I am working my way through. If you caught my last Lush haul, you would have seen that I bought some, I think I showed it in my last Lush haul. You would have seen that I bought some shower gels, and they redid, I think they did some of their popular bath bombs into shower gels, and I bought 3 of them because they were limited edition, and I'm almost out of my second one, so I've got one more to go. So I don't really need to buy any more shower products. I'm fully stocked. This is a pretty simple one. It's just a Garnier micellar water. I actually quite like the Garnier ones. I have tried a few. I haven't tried the Bioderma one though, but the price doesn't really seem inviting. And it is a pretty handy size to go through. I find it does get off most of my makeup anyway, and I do use this when I've got I usually do a 2-step cleanse, but when I've got really heavy makeup and like lashes and things, I usually use the micellar to take off my eye makeup at the least, and a lot of my base makeup, just so that I can get to my actual skin. I do like this. I've already repurchased it multiple times, and I've got another one in my arsenal. I've used this. Isn't the first one I've emptied. I think I just kept hold of it. I've got the Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonics. I have 2 of them, which is interesting. So this one is basically a toner, is what it says on the tin. I absolutely love this toner. It's 250ml, which is a whopping amount of product, and it is part of their Radiance line. So it's got willow bark, lactic acid, and azelaic acid. So it's basically helping to cleanse and brighten the skin and exfoliate as well with AHAs. And basically, I really like Ren skincare. If you watch my earlier empties as well and some of my previous hauls, you will have noticed that I did use Ren toners. It wasn't this one, it was their other toner, but I do quite like Ren skincare products. They're quite reasonable for a product, and it's actually effective skincare for me. Part of the reason I love it, the product itself is great. I find when I've done my double cleanse and I still tone, I'm still getting extra things off. It does tingle slightly when you've used it. You can tell it's working because of the AHAs. And another reason I love it is the packaging. Honestly, this has been fantastic to use. Got this airless pump mechanism. So basically you take your cotton pad or whatever it is you use to swab, and you push down on this pump, and the product comes out of the center, and you don't have the issue where, you guys can probably tell, hopefully there's basically nothing left at the bottom. I mean, this has a really tiny drop, but there's basically nothing left, and you can get to the whole amount of product. Will I repurchase it? I already have. Another mini of the Clinique jelly, which you guys know I love. I've got a travel size version that I took on holiday, and I currently use the big size jelly with the blue cartridge, I think is in my one. So I love that, already repurchased. I've got a mini of the Tatcha water cream, which I've cleaned out as well. This was also part of the holiday set I got for holidays last year. I really enjoyed this cream. I think this range is meant for more of the oily skin people. I really enjoyed it. It is expensive for a moisturiser, so I think it's something that I would like to have. I have seen that their Christmas sets, their holiday sets this year, they've got an all green set where they've got this, they've got the satin mist, they've got a few of the products in this line, so I might pick that up because I did like this cream. I found it was really nice at night time as well. It's not too heavy. I really enjoyed it. It's just really expensive for a moisturiser, but I wouldn't mind repurchasing it depending on how I go after the Clinique one. We've got another skincare item. I've got the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Plus. This is a French skincare brand. You can get them in Priceline, I believe, or your local chemist. So this one I really like. I'm a fan of. I think this is my second tube, I'm pretty sure. And I've like cleaned it out. So this I was using, is to help with, so this helps with lightening and hyperpigmentation and just darker spots on your face and things. So I found that this really worked. This I got a recommendation from Melissa's Wardrobe. Follow her on Instagram. She's amazing. And she put me on this basically. So love it, love it, love it. Your skin after a while gets used to the stuff you're using and you need to switch it up sometimes. So I'm currently figuring out what serum I want to use for correction and my vitamin C and all that kind of stuff. So at the moment I'm not repurchasing this only because I've gone through 2 full-size tubes and it takes ages to go through this. So I'm just going to see. I might repurchase, but I did love it. Alright, next we've got, guess what? You guessed correctly, the Macao SPF. To Save Face SPF 50. I have a big size and I have a small size. Funny story, I'm going to stick with purchasing the small size because I found with this massive tube, right? Now in theory it makes sense to buy the bigger size. It is a chemical sunscreen, by the way, guys. This is what happens, quite gross. Look at that. Hope you can see that. See how gunky all the stuff is? So I found that with using this version, product used to sits around the nozzle and it ends up drying out and it just got in the way when I was using it, so I just didn't like it at all. I never had that issue with this mini because of the way this nozzle was set up, so I'm going to stick with buying the minis anyway. They're travel friendly. I've already repurchased this in the small size, but I just found it interesting that I didn't actually like it in the bigger packaging. Let's do a fun one. I actually have a foundation empty. I know. How many people go through tubes of bottles of foundation? It's actually the one product that I managed to finish up. So I have the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've done a review on this. You guys know I absolutely love this foundation. I wore the shade Macao. This is great. This is one of my favourite foundations of all time that I've ever used. It's amazing. Will I repurchase? Yes, I will. At the moment, no, because I've had foundation influx. But once I empty some of my current ones, I will definitely repurchase this. I feel like it's a staple you need. It's full coverage. It's not heavy. The finish it gives your skin is amazing. Oh, wow. For me now, currently, the foundation that's on par with this is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm loving that. Hourglass Vanish and then the Beauty Blender. I'm liking those 3. They're on par at the moment, but I still want to repurchase this. This one is definitely up there for foundations of all time. The MAC Pro Longwear one, the waterproof one in the squeezy black tube, because you guys know at one point I was going through tubes and that is also one of my favourite foundations of all time. So maybe I'll do a video like that. So we're on foundations. I've got another foundation empty. I have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Yeah, it's pretty much empty, guys. I'm not going in and scraping this. I have like 6 other foundations to use. I'm in the shade Chai. This was one of the shade extensions that Jackie Aina created with Too Faced. I think initially when I did have this foundation, so long story short, I'm not going to repurchase it. A, because I've got so many new foundations already, and B, like I didn't love it enough that I want it again in my collection. But since using my newer ones and the NARS and all the other foundations I love, this kind of isn't that amazing to me anymore. The colour match was great, like kudos to Jackie for the shades and stuff. I did do a review on this whole collection. Like I did like the product, I just don't love it enough that I'm going to go out and buy another one on top of all my other foundations I have. So fortunately this one I'm not going to repurchase, but I did really enjoy this. And C-line, this range, Amazing. I will do some more makeup products. I've actually got some brow products that I've emptied. So first one is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This one I wear the shade 6, which I believe is the darkest shade. So this is the skinny pencil. There isn't a lot of product in these. I think it's 0.08 grams. They're expensive. But anyway, this is the thingy. It's quite elaborate. I remember when Benefit rebranded and did these, but it's just a twist up brow pencil on one end, and on the other end is a spoolie. I love this. I've already repurchased 2 when they had the sale, so I've got backups to last me. Next, I've got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I wear the shade Ebony. So again, on one side you've got a spoolie, on the other side you've got brow product. I liked it, but I preferred the Benefit formula. This one was really waxy and I found that it took off a lot of my brow hairs. I did like the spoolie on this one. It is quite soft. But yeah, I just preferred the formula on the Benefit one a bit more. And but this I think has a little bit more product. It's got like 0.005 grams more product. Yeah. So I've got another Drunk Elephant product. This is another mini. So basically I went through that whole holiday set and used everything up. So this is the C Tango eye cream, the mini. I liked it, but I don't really see the effect of eye creams at the moment, so I just don't really know. And I've got quite a few eye cream minis that I wanted to work through. This is like $90-something to buy. I didn't see that effect on my skin, on my under eyes, that I was like, yep, I'm going to go out and buy this eye cream. So, I don't know, if you guys use this, let me know what you think. I've heard great things about it, but I used it and it was like, it was okay. I couldn't really see the benefit. Got some products from The Ordinary. I've got the salicylic acid, which package looks a bit gunky, 2%. I use this on breakouts and things, just like overnight breakouts. That was okay. It was nice having that in that form. And then I've got the marula oil, which is one of my favourite skincare products. Quite a few facial oils you can use. You can use marula, you can use argan, you can use rose hip. There's quite a few. I did try the rose hip, didn't like it. Tried the marula, absolutely fell in love. And since then on, I've been buying this one. This and the Drunk Elephant one are exactly the same product. This is cheaper. Drunk Elephant one's more expensive, comes in the fancier packaging. The marula oil works so well for me. I use it, it's like the last step in my skincare routine at night time. And when I wake up, it's completely, all the residue, I don't have like an oily face when I wake up, but when I tell you how soft my face is in the morning and how soft all that low texture and stuff, it's absolutely great. Like, and this is what, just under 20, but I think it's like $18 that I pay for it, that I buy it. It's so good. Like, as a facial oil, like, I really love it. So I've already repurchased this one and currently using it. Then I have the Hourglass Veil Primer in a mini. I went through a phase where I used these all the time and then I discovered other primers and I forgot about it. I think I got this in a Beauty Loot box. I do like the primer. It has got SPF, so it does leave like a purpley blue tint on your face before makeup. But I found that it's just too expensive now. You know, Hourglass is up there. It's like, I found that it kept my face nice and smooth for makeup to go on and matte and stuff. But for something you're not seeing on my face, I just can't do it. Like, it's different to skincare and things. Like, primer for me, there's a limit to how much I can spend on it. It's going under my makeup. Sometimes I forget to use it. It's so expensive. I do enjoy the product. I just won't repurchase it. Then I have the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum. This I really enjoyed. I actually, funny story, the reason I got put on this product is when I ordered from Beautylish back then, they sent me a really decent sized mini of this product. I tried it out and used it in place of my vitamin C, and I found it did amazing stuff for my skin to fade some of my dark marks and hyperpigmentation and clear up my skin. So I really enjoyed this. I believe this is the second bottle I've used. So like I said, once I've gone through a product multiple times, I still like to review its effectiveness, review whether there's anything better I can use, something different just to switch it up on my skin. The moment I haven't repurchased it, I'm still finishing my Drunk Elephant Vitamin C mini and deciding whether I'm going to go back to that or continue with this in terms of vitamin C. So we'll see. Right now for some fragrance, we're getting there. The box is getting empty. Le Labo. If you've heard of that brand, you will have heard of their pricing. So before one invests in a Le Labo fragrance, one usually gets a sample, which are not cheap either. So the first sample I finished is Rose 31. You probably can't even see it in my hand. It's that tiny. The price point that these Le Labo perfumes are, you have to pick the scent that you love the most. I've got my eye on Santal 33. That is like the one I really, really want to buy. Whenever I wear that, I get so many compliments on it. I can smell it. I'm walking around. I know that for a lot of Le Labo users, like that is like the popular one and it's overdone, but I love it. And then Mousse de Chêne, which is a city exclusive, so you can only buy it worldwide. Every September they release it everywhere, but usually you can only buy the city exclusives in those cities, so unless I'm going to Amsterdam anytime soon. Again, my holiday sets. I bought the Byredo fragrance set. I think it was called Selection Nomade or something. So I got these 3. They're really good little travel sets. I've got Bal d'Afrique, Blanche, and Gypsy Water. Didn't care for Blanche too much, and I know that one's popular, but that's not my jam. These 2 on the other hand, Gypsy Water and Bal d'Afrique. Gypsy Water is like on my all-time list to get. I don't know why I haven't got it yet. I do have Rose of Nomad's Land, which I'm pretty much almost out of as well. But this is going to be one of my next full-size purchases from Byredo. Their new one, Slow Dance, I also love, so I'm going to get that too. But Gypsy Water is definitely going to be purchased. I love it. It's just that rose kind of, if you're a Byredo fan, or if you're into your like perfumes, and I won't even say Byredo's niche anymore because Byredo's mainstream now. If you're into Byredo, you either love this or hate this, but I think most people love this. It's so good, guys. You just need to go smell this. Bal d'Afrique, love this too. It's on my list. I have to smell this again just to remind myself of what it smells like, but I did really enjoy this one too. Then I have some candles. Again from Byredo. So I've got them, they're both minis. This was from the set, I think. Cotton Poplin. Not really digging that. Didn't really dig this one. It's not my jam though. It's not my usual jam for scents. So yeah, it's not my thing. Bohemia I love, so I'm going to get this in full size. It's on my list for Christmas. Love Byredo candles. So like photogenic as well, and just that aesthetic of the black and white situation. I currently have some of my brushes in an empty Byredo candle. So I actually finished, there was another one part of the set. No, was it part of the set? Treehouse. I finished Treehouse, that was part of the set, but that's off camera. I'm using that on my nightstand as it's holding like my lip balms and stuff in it, the empty one, and I'm going to get that as a full size. And then the last fragrances in my empties, I've got the Jo Malone, the English Pet and Freesia cologne. I really enjoyed this, but I'm not repurchasing it because like I enjoyed the scent, but I find the Jo Malone scents don't last long on me at all. It's a no from me. I do want to try the candle though. I want to try the candle. And they have got a lot of other nice scents, but yeah, for me it just wasn't happening. I've got one of my favourite perfumes actually. It's the Giorgio Armani C. You might be going, Lou, that's basic. Who cares? I enjoyed C. This featured on one of my favourites for like last year. Glad I've finished it. This was only a 50ml though, I believe. Yeah, so I will repurchase this in a bigger size. And I actually quite like, now there's like a whole family. You've got Intent, you've got Fiore, you've got all of these versions. It was great for daytime, it was great for nighttime. I got compliments on it, I could smell it, it lasted long on me. It just smelled amazing. It's nice and sweet and musky. Oh, that's as far as you're getting from me as a description, but I really enjoyed C, so I will repurchase this. So that's the end of the empties. Thanks so much guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment below if you used up any of the same products I did, or are you loving some of the stuff I didn't like. Are any of these things on your wish list as well? Love to hear it. Love to continue the chat in the comment section below. On your way out, if you haven't already, love you to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any videos. And I hope to see you back here again guys. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you later. Bye.